Alright guys, I'm here with a bit of information for Dragon Ball Legends. So, we finally know what the next episode campaign will be in the game, thanks to, or at least as of this recording, the official Bandai Namco, YouTube channel. I don't know why they showed it on YouTube first instead of Twitter, but it is what it is. Anyway, the next episode campaign is gonna be Saiyan Saga Z. And they seem to be heavily promoting Goku and Vegeta, but it's obvious, right? Because that's like the main battle of the saga. Now, I am actually not going to include a reaction to like this information, only because normally when it comes down to them showing us like these type of things, they would have some sort of like new info in there. And I kid you not, in that like trailer, there was literally nothing new. Absolutely nothing. They didn't tell us like, for example, like what free-to-play unit we were gonna get. They didn't tell us what Zenkai we were gonna get. They didn't even tell us what new unit we were going to get. So again, the reaction, not really worth it because they literally showed us nothing. The only thing we know is that Saiyan Saga Z is the next episode campaign, and Chala Head Chala will be coming back into the game, which as a content creator has me worried because that means I have to turn in-game music off and find music again. But putting that to the side, Saiyan Saga Z is a tag that honestly gets darn near no love. And it's crazy because, of course, that's the first saga in Dragon Ball Z. To put things into perspective, the last Saiyan Saga Z unit that we got in technicality would be the free-to-play Raditz that we literally just got a few days ago. But before all of that, the last Saiyan Saga Z unit we got was LF Grade 8 Vegeta. And then before that, the last two sparking units we got were sparking Gohan, Kid Gohan specifically, with Piccolo Assist. Or was it Piccolo Assist or Revival? I forgot. But it was, no, it was Piccolo Assist. And then Nappa as well, because those two released on the same banner. And then before that was another free-to-play unit, which was the Red Goku. So, again, Saiyan Saga Z gets zero love. Absolutely none. So, I don't know what in the world they can do to make this appealing, because ultimately, when it comes down to this tag, they quite literally have to release a new unit for every element factor. Like, out of all of these units, the only two that you could realistically use in this current meta would be Grade 8 Vegeta, whether you want to use him as like a bench unit to Zenkai boost, or if you actually want to use the unit for whatever reason, or Raditz, the free-to-play Raditz that we just got. That's it. Every other unit on this tag is obsolete. Every single other unit, like Gohan with the Piccolo Assist, Nappa, the free-to-play Goku, all the other units are obsolete. So they quite literally have to release a unit for every element factor. Now, we did just get a free-to-play red unit for April Fools, but putting that to the side, I mean, they need a green unit, they need a purple unit, they need a yellow unit, they need a blue unit, they need, heck, give them a dark type at this point. Saiyan Saga Z needs Jesus. This tag is beyond dead. So, yeah. Now, the thing is, when it comes down to Saiyan Saga Z, there is one other tag that they would also really need to focus on building with it, and in technicality that would be Saiyan, right? Because if they don't release a unit that accounts for every element factor for this campaign, then this entire tag is not going to matter. So again, the other tag that they could focus on would be Saiyan, because again, like in Saiyan Saga Z, you would have like what, regen because of Piccolo, I guess powerful opponent as well because of Vegeta. I don't think Nappa would count towards powerful opponent. I think it's primarily Vegeta because he's the main antagonist of that saga. But yeah, Vegeta would be powerful opponent. Saiyan, obviously that's what Vegeta, Raditz, Nappa, Goku. So Saiyan would also be a decent buff as well. And then, I mean, if you want to go the like Super Warrior route, like, I mean, then there's Tien and Yamcha and whatnot, and that's not really gonna help out too much. So again, there's a lot that they have to do when it comes down to making this tag work, because again, this tag needs Jesus. Personally speaking, since we just got a free-to-play Raditz, I would prefer that when it comes down to the Saiyan Saga Z units that they added to the game, one, they have to be very appealing. Very appealing. Because again, when we had LF Grade 8 Vegeta, his appeal was the fact that it's an LF version of, Vegeta from the Saiyan Saga. And not only that, but he turned into the Grade 8 for his LF. That was appealing enough to get people to summon on the banner. But before that, when we had Gohan with Piccolo Assist and Nappa, that I would assume was probably one of the least performing banners of Legends history. There were people who just straight up skipped that banner. And I'm not talking about, I'm skipping for to save for anniversary, or I'm skipping because I don't have enough crystals. No, I'm talking about that banner was so unappealing, people straight up did not want to summon on it because they did not want to summon on it. Point blank. So when it comes down to this, if they're gonna make people get interested in this, obviously we need a new LF unit. I would prefer that the LF unit ends up being Goku this time, because it's still crazy that when it comes down to Saiyan Saga Z, there's only one LF unit, and that's of Vegeta. No, correction, sorry. There's two LF units. One for Vegeta and one for Piccolo. I completely forgot that the yellow Piccolo was an LF unit, but that tag has two LF units, Vegeta and Piccolo, but not Goku. The fact that Goku using what I believe was it times Kaioken times 10 Kamehameha against Vegeta, and that's not an LF, is crazy to me. That's absolutely insane. So again, having him as the main LF unit for this campaign makes sense. But not only that, they have to make all the supporting characters appealing as well. If we get a new Gohan unit, make him decent. If we get Nappa, make him appealing. There's so much that they can do with this campaign to make it enticing to people to summon. However, I think one downside about this, and I think that they honestly should have had this campaign happen earlier, is we're in April. Anniversary is next month. It's next month. So I wouldn't even be remotely surprised if people straight up skipped this entire campaign. Because in truth, when it comes down to Saiyan Saga, yes, Goku fighting Vegeta is really, really cool. People do like, that moment. But compared to the other campaigns that we had months prior, if they swapped this campaign with something else, from a few months ago, and had one of those campaigns happen now, that would put people in a position where it's oh man, maybe I should summon, right? But maybe I should probably save for the anniversary. I don't know. But it would at least have some sort of appeal. I really don't think that this is a good idea, releasing this saga too this close to the anniversary. I think it's a bad idea, a really bad idea. Now, again, I'm not saying that the units that they're going to release for this campaign are going to suck. I mean, for all we know, those units could be absolutely insane, right? They could end up being some of the best units in the entire game. But in truth, when it comes down to this specific campaign, I think it's and hopefully you guys understand what I mean when I say this. It's a weak saga released at the wrong moment, right? Again, Saiyan Saga doesn't get much love in the game for a reason. In comparison to the other sagas in the game, like Frieza Saga, Cell Saga, Buu Saga, GT, especially now GT with its campaign that happened at the beginning of the year, Super in all of those sagas, etc. There's just more appeal with the other sagas than Saiyan Saga. And we see this in the game with the units that are accessible in the game as of this moment. So again, I think that this is a weak saga released at the worst time for this campaign. This campaign should have happened around the beginning of the year, maybe January or February, right? And then shift one of those other sagas till, to this point where it's enticing to get people to summon even right before the anniversary. But again, I don't know. But like I said earlier, the units that we get from this campaign could be absolutely insane, but there's a lot of work that they have to do to really make this appealing to people. The units have to look flashy, they have to hit hard, and they need to cover all of the element factors. They don't really have to worry so much about red because of Raditz, but apart from that though, They have to cover all element factors, or personally speaking, I would believe this campaign will be a bust, because there's no way you can work Saiyan Saga Z in this meta at all. It's not possible. These units are too outdated. Like, I can't comfortably, for example, throw in LF Great Vegeta, Gohan and Piccolo assist, Nappa, that's what, red, blue, and green. Your yellow unit for the tag would be LF Piccolo. Let that sink in. Your yellow unit for the tag would be LF Piccolo. And then your your purple unit would be Sparking Vegeta, the day one unit. The day one unit, because if I'm not mistaken, the Ultra unit is not part of that tag. Like, I'm pretty sure that, I mean, because if he is part of that tag, then he would be the purple unit, which still speaks volumes because he's outdated and he's a free-to-play unit. I remember the purple Vegeta, the Ultra unit that we got, the free-to-play unit, he's part of Frieza Saga Z. So that means that for Saiyan Saga Z, your purple unit is the day one Sparking Vegeta. That's your purple unit. That is how unfathomably outdated this tag is. You have an old purple unit, like day one unit darn near, for your purple unit. You have an old yellow LF regen unit that's been outdated for years now. You have an outdated blue and green unit, granted, again, with Gohan, like, no, that's, I can't have anything justifiable for this. Like, literally the only unit you could use is Vegeta, and in technicality, Raditz. But still, this tag needs beyond Jesus. Like, we thought GT had it bad, Saiyan Saga Z has it worse. So here's hoping that they can make this tag into something. Oh, and I guess, well, with EX units, I guess you could use Yajirobe, but I mean, even Yajirobe's outdated. But anyway, I do want to know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on the Saiyan Saga Z campaign? Do you think it's happening way too late in the year for it to be appealing? And are you going to skip and save for the anniversary? Or do you think that this campaign has potential and you're actually willing to summon on it? Again, let me know in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.